Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey collective, what's up? It's April with the Phoenix Collective. How you doing? A group of like-minded individuals. We're dedicated to the process of self-actualization. We are on the self-healing journey. We are going internal to see how our actions, our thoughts, our words, the way we respond to the external world affects us, and we're clearing out all that space, all that confusion inside of us to uplift the consciousness to a higher vibration. I'm glad that you're here. I'm really glad that you're here. Isn't it a beautiful day? It is. We had the lunar eclipse last night, and I am drinking my eclipse water. Okay, I just take a glass and I write down all my manifestations on it, all my purifications and protection, and I put it outside and let it soak in under the light of the moon, and then I drink it in the morning and throughout the day. It froze last night because it got super cold. I woke up to snow. And if you look outside right now, it's beautiful again. So yeah, it's that weird time of the year. I call it's false spring. Yeah, up here in the north, definitely you get that false, the fake spring that like kind of lures you in a little bit and makes you clean your house and purify yourself. And this is what I'm feeling. This is a beautiful time of year just for that alone. Okay, it's a time of resolve, because the winter really is that dormant time where you're supposed to go into hermit mode and really go inside, be reflective, get your intentions set straight, and then as the buds start to come out on the trees and the flowers start blooming, so do your manifestations and your intentions of the winter. It's a natural cycle of the world. And yeah, so I pulled a card for the overall energy of the reading today, and I'll share that with you. I got the Veil. This is the iKev deck, and I'm so excited. If you haven't tuned into Intuitive Kev, his channel is on YouTube, and he's like one of my favorite YouTubers, and I just got his card. So yeah, the Veil. It's a Kipperish deck, and Kipper is just it's like clarifiers to the tarot, so it's a perfect complement. So yeah, I'll be using it today. All right, as well as my own clarifying cards and the angelic deck with the traditional Rider-Waite, which is, you keeping it tradish. That's how I like to keep it traditional. The traditional cards are where it's at. Okay, so anyway, the Veil. The Veil's lifting, guys, and we know this. Okay, the Veil's just ego. That's all it is. It's what separates me from you. Okay, when really we're all suffering the human condition. If we didn't have that ego, and that's what makes the 3D world different than the 5D world, because there is no veil up there. We all experience together up there. We all experience the same emotions. I would experience your emotions in tandem with my own, which makes life a little clearer, right? If I know how something is directly affecting you, if I can read your mind, then it makes it easier for me to interact with you. So it is getting thinner. The planets already shifted into 4D, and we're really trying right now as a greater collective, a universal collective, to uplift the consciousness to push the rest of us into this 4D. All right? Yeah, that's the plan and the goal. All right? And that's where we're all vibrating together with the same purpose, and that is just to love one another, because we experience emotions here in the 5D realm, but they're very private. Something makes you mad, something makes you angry, that's embarrassing, that's sad, that gives me fear. But we with the Veil, we're able to weaponize those things against one another. We cause each other fear, we cause each other pain, we cause each other, embarrassment, and we do this out of our own wounding, from our own projections, what's hidden in the subconscious. So we're bringing all that to the light by examining emotions as they pop up instead of reacting from them. So we're having some hard ego death in the collective is what I'm feeling, and we're coming to a rebalancing, and this is beautiful. All right, and I've had to take some time, you guys, right before the eclipse, personally, just in my own journey, to really look at my own shadow traits. Okay, as I cleared out my subconscious and I brought my woundings to the light and realized, fuck, my boundaries are fucking off. Holy shit, I'm a doormat. Things make me really angry, right? And I want to run from my problems and not tackle them. I don't feel safe and I can roll up in a victim ball. But I brought all those up to the light and examined them. And then I got real mad. Real mad at all the people that had done that to me. Okay? And I knew that the only thing I could do was better myself. Yeah, that's all you can do. You better yourself so that you don't allow people to do that to you, because you're only in control of yourself. It's none of my business what happens to those people that's done that to me. Okay? And I want to really put up some hard boundaries and make sure they don't get back into my energetic field to manipulate me. So as I lifted my vibration, I created my own protection from that. But we have to understand we're at a time of resolve now. And as I cleared out all my chakras, you clear out, you get stable. Number one is stability in that root chakra. Then you can harness the creativity and that sacral gift of mission and purpose given directly to you from the Most High when you incarnate on this planet. And it's when you tap into that after you get stable that you become divinely protected, as long as you are acting out in a way that's beneficial for the greater collective and yourself and others, okay? All right, then we get the self-confidence in the solar plexus to act on that, okay? And as we do that, we're able to clear out our mind of all the confusion and all the intent of others, because we really become protected from it. So we understand and we can evaluate each thought as it comes into our head. And we understand what's our energy, what's the energy around us, and what's coming directly from spirit to guide us. And we take those thoughts. These are 5D downloads. These are direct communications from the 5D. It's a gift everybody has. It's not, some of us are clearer on it, and some of us can, once we clear that out from our mission and purpose, we become really strong with our connection to it, but we all have it. And so then we understand, and then we can connect into our intuition, and it guides us. It guides us every day to make the right choices, to be able to stop and know when we have to get into our Queen of Cups or our King of Swords, right? Or harness the Queen of Wands. We know when to step into our masculine and our feminine energies, and for what purpose. We become very flexible, and we've all become and graduate to emperors and empress, and then into high priestesses and into hierophants. So it's a natural evolution and a journey, and tarot takes you through that. So welcome. Again, my name is April. I'm an intuitive and tarot card reader, and I'm here to guide you on that self-healing journey through tarot. Okay? The hero's journey or the heroine's journey, either way, okay? And to bring us back to our incarnate state of authenticity. And that's where our thoughts and our actions align with who we are, who we were incarnated as. We're pulling out programs and patterns and woundings and ego, killing that ego, shoot it up. I really feel that today. I feel this hard ego death. Thank you. With the veil. All right, to get us there. I read cards in 4 different positions. I always start in the past. And this is the energy that allows you to claim the reading. If it sounds like your energy, or if you're a cross watcher, which means you're just on the other side of that energy. All right. You're either, victim, persecutor, rescuer. You're one of them. All right. Everything's a cycle. It's all a cycle. And we all end up on one spot. Even within the self-healing journey, we can find ourselves on the other side of situations. And that's why tarot is so beneficial, because it allows you to step back and pause, put the pause on, and look at how you are reacting to the world. All right, then we look into the subconscious, and this is the area that's hidden. Okay, this is what's hidden in the world around you, in others, or what's in your own subconscious. So we're making the unseen come alive. We're bringing it to the surface, folks. Yeah. And oh, somebody's Uber's here. And then we go into the here and now. We look at the situation and the most likely outcome in the future if you stay on the path that you're on. But remember, we all have free will and self-empowerment and the ability to change our path for the better. It's quantum jumping. It's quantum leaping. It's taking ourselves to our highest timeline. If we don't like where we're headed, if our behavior's not becoming, we get time. We have time to change that and make better choices, which take us to our highest timeline. And as we clear out all this space in the subconscious, we leave a void that we can fill, and we fill that up with the world of our dreams, because we're losing the resistance to it. And everything magnetizes to you. Soul tribe, soul vibe, soul fam, purpose, money, abundance, stability, the life of our dreams, folks. Yeah, this is possible. All right. And I'm illustrating that every day as life gets better and better. And easier and easier. I was talking to someone. My 24-hour job, I'm a resident manager of a sober living house, and I was telling somebody, I'm like, we are on the hardest drugs there is, man, and that's reality. It's the hardest fucking drug there is. When you have full acceptance of your life and the choices that you've made, and you're able to accept those choices from your past and harness them as a catalyst for growth and change into the world of your dreams. When we're taking our fucking flaws, guys, and everything that the world around us says is bad, don't be that way. You're a drug addict. You harmed somebody. You don't have boundaries. You're a pushover, right? You're mean. We can look at these things and change them and harness them. We can harness them as our greatest strength as we change, and use it to empower the world around us. Give help and healing and hope to those that are still suffering and that are still checking out, right? When you don't have acceptance, when you're numbing out, when you're avoiding who you truly are, yeah, life isn't so fun for you. Life isn't so fun when you're manipulating the world around you, but we're not doing that. All right. We're on the self-healing journey, folks. All right. I'm going to shuffle the cards and see who this reading is for. I'll be right back. Okay. So it's a Mercury retrograde and I get really chatty. So I'm going to try not to keep you verbally hijacked. I promise. But like for most people, bleh, they can't even talk during a retrograde. You get kind of like mush mouth a little bit. And that's because we're not supposed to really be talking, communicate. It's the time to go internal. But I was born during a retrograde, so like I get like very like, if you're born during a retrograde, really this is your time to speak because you are meant to speak. Okay, you have things that are valuable that other people need to hear, so you find yourself kind of like blah, blah, verbal diarrhea. But I'm going to try not to do that to you. And if I have to, I'll cut this into 2 parts, okay? But anyway, we got the 2 of Swords showing up here in the past. And the 2 of Swords is just, it's choices. Yeah, it's choices. And she's blindfolded. And she can't see, but each one of those swords is perfectly weighted and balanced, okay? And, it's also self-protection. So she's scared, but she can't see. But this is an okay place to be because it forces you to listen to, you got no other choice but to listen to your intuition when you're in this situation, right? You can't see, and you got to go inside and look at your paths. This shows 2 paths that you can take. And it's a time to go internal and think about that. Because one path will cancel out the other. So this is a really pivotal choice in the collective. This is in the past, so this illustrates something that's already been done. Somebody that's already been forced with this decision. But hell yeah, dude, look at this. Okay. This is the 6 of Wands, and it's victory, recognition. Okay, my successes are worth celebrating. So this is somebody that went down the right path. Yeah, my trailblazers, those that boldly stepped into. Sorry, my nose itches when I channel, so you can always tell when I'm channeling hard because I really start to itch my nose. Okay, so just ignore that. This is somebody that stepped into fear. This is an out of control place to be. All right, because a lot of times we make the other choice. We stay with what's familiar and what's already known because it's easier and you know the outcome. But when you actually look at this unknown path, and those in the Phoenix Collective are meant to go on that unknown path. You're meant to bravely take that other path, and it might be lonely at first, it might be scary, but there's so much riches that are lying at the end of that, because you know the outcome where you already are, and it's not good, right? It doesn't feel good, and it's miserable. So this is somebody that has boldly chose the other direction and protected themselves along the way. All right. I'm seeing that this path led you to ascension, because when we're not around what's familiar and what's enabling us to stay stuck. It probably did suck if you chose to stay there. All right. And to my cross watchers who did stay or make that decision to not go into the unknown, you might be facing some karmas. All right. But to those others of you, you found yourself really on that self-healing journey because you were forced into it. Yeah, you were forced into it, into a period of time that was uncomfortable and probably painful, as you unmasked the world around you and realized that people around you weren't on the same page as you. When you're incarnated on this planet as a being of light, it's lonely, and it's like you even if you would have stayed, you would have found yourself stuck in a room full of people you couldn't identify with, in places that seem so unfamiliar because it's not your natural state, right? We're not meant to be comfortable. Staying comfortable allows you to stay stagnant. So we need that darkness to touch us just a little bit to motivate us forward. We need a catalyst to push us out. All right. And we phoenixed up out of there. Yeah, I'm feeling like we did. And I'm really seeing that you landed in a great community of people. You found your vibe, your soul tribe, your people. And these might not be your family. Most likely, if you are a curse breaker or a trailblazer or anybody here to effect change in this world, when you step into your mission and purpose, you're meant to hold that light. Okay? And you got to step away from even family, friends, anything that's not in line with who you are authentically. But you landed safely with some new people, okay? And so if this feels like your energy, if you're in your mission and purpose, and you're finding that, now remember, you lift your vibe, right? And you start to magnetize the world of your dreams. And that comes with people and places. So most likely you're in a real comfortable place, a stable place, with good energy flow and cooperative people. This reading is for you. All right, so I'm going to go right into the subconscious. Let's check out what's hidden, what we're not seeing right now in the world around us, so that we can better navigate the here and now. I'll be right back. All right, so in the 5D, we have La Via, and this is the angel of dreams. Guys, pay attention to your dreams right now, okay? Because especially during this eclipse time, this next 2 weeks, this eclipse time and this galactic activation portal that we're in, the veil is real thin. There's more of that veil, overall arching energy coming in. It's real thin. The veil between the 5D and the 3D is real thin right now, so we're able to perceive each other a little clearer. There's more telepathy going on. There's more empathy going on, okay? I can feel you a little bit more, and I know a little bit more. We're able to unmask each other easier. We can read each other easier. It's all of that communication that happens non-verbally. Go figure, we're in a Mercury retrograde, okay? This is definitely a time to start looking and observing the world around you and seeing with your eyes and acting with your actions and taping your fucking mouth closed. Pay attention to your dreams because they're telling you things, okay? And Leveha also protects from sadness, okay? So we might, as we step into that, being able to relate with one another easier really makes you stop and be able to perceive people in a way that you maybe haven't before, okay? So you get a state of empathy for one another, and you start to see where maybe you're projecting your core woundings onto the world around you, and you feel a little guilty for it, okay? And you want to stop, and there needs to be some resolve. There's resolve in the collective. This is what I'm talking about, folks, okay? We're feeling that state of resolve between one another because we can feel each other easier. How fucking beautiful is this? Especially if you're vibing up to your soul tribe and your soul fam. You're stepping into that 4D energy, so you definitely take on a collective energy. All right, and so you're acting as you start to feel your group. So any kind of conflict within your soul tribe, your soul vibe, is felt a little bit deeper, and there's motivation to resolve that because you care about one another. You actually give a flying fuck about one another. You're not trying to tear each other down to get on top. There might be a little perceived ego damage, a little ding, ding, ding. But these problems become kind of Six Flag problems, is what I call them. It's like being at the fair and you're out of money and you can't get ice cream. Or you're tired, so you're cranky to one another, so you're kind of like mean. You know, it's boo-hoo problems that are easily resolved because you love one another. Go figure. People still do that. All right. And this is new to me. This is new to me because I come from a family that wants to wound and attack when their feelings get hurt, and they cannot. They have an inability to celebrate the successes of one another. They just want to tear you down and poke holes in you, because if you actually wake up and see who you are, you might not need them anymore. So I was birthed into a home of really projecting woundings onto one another, keeping one person down in order to elevate the rest of the group. But this is gone. When you get into your soul tribe and your soul vibe and your soul fam, okay, and you start to interact with the world differently, and you step into mission and purpose, you start to want to assist one another, not tear each other down. Guys, the whole fucking world out there wants you to fail. All right? Let's get along with one another and hold each other fucking up, because so much more can be accomplished in a cooperative group effort than it can in a solo mission. So it's time to get along, and that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling, okay? Because I definitely got some of this. All right, competition, rivalry, but really it's a perceived threat. It's not really there. For example, say I'm having a conversation with you and I use a word wrong or I spell something wrong in a document and you come up to me and say and correct me. I can start to think, oh my God, they think that I'm incompetent. They don't think that I'm good enough. You know what I mean? That's my own wounding that's doing that. It has nothing to do with that other person. They just want to be productive and put out some good work, right? It's a group effort. Okay, I can't let my own wounding, I can't then go and attack somebody else and try and prove I'm better. I'm better than you, so I'm gonna push you down and I'm gonna make you less than me. No, fuck that shit. We're not doing that anymore. Hey, this is one of my favorite guys in the deck. I love how regal he stands, and his cute little outfit, and just his enthusiasm and eagerness to learn. And he brings messages of clarity, and he's really super productive in his communication, right? Because he wants clarity and ease. So this is the messenger. He's either bringing you a message of clarity, okay, or he's there to assist you in communicating effectively with the world around you and be able to have productive conversations that get somewhere, that aren't full of negativity and victim mode and people trying to persecute and other people trying to rescue. It's just clear cut through the bullshit. It's Archangel Michael kind of energy that gets somewhere. All right. And I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Because, like, look, come on, guys. We got to celebrate our successes. This is community. This is home. This is where you belong with your tribe. All right. So we all got to get along and harness. We got to harness that inspiration and creativity, that sacral energy that is now clear because we have that home, right? We have a sense of belonging and we're secure. And now, since we have that, we need to harness that and help that other people harness that and take that sacral energy, which is a gift from spirit that's been given to this community that I'm talking to today, this person in this community that might be involved in a little internal kind of struggle with the soul tribe or the soul vibe, or it's Six Flags problems I'm picking up today. This ain't the world's bullshit. All right. This is just a little bit of projection that's productive. It's just going to help you bond. Because as we tackle these little issues, we gain confidence as a group and we learn to fucking tackle and head forward in that. So yeah, we got some productive shit going on today and I'm liking it. Let's see what's going on right now in the here and now. We'll be right back. All right, so in the here and now, this is just confirmation on the unseen here, is that just rest assured you're around trusted people. All right, everybody, you are in the right place. If there's any concern about the people around you and if you can trust them or not, you can. Okay, and that there's just maybe some concern that's happening, and it's the way that we're expressing it and going about it is some old behavior. This is new. As you evolve as a human, you gotta learn how to be cooperative, especially if you've been in the low vibes. If you're just pulling up and out of that, and it's new for you to tackle in a group, in a soul tribe situations, this concern might manifest in a little bit of obsessive, unproductive behavior, where you're hyper fixated on other people and you don't know how to tackle that appropriately. It should be by addressing that person. But we don't want to do that for some reason. We never want we fear the truth in situations, and we've gotten away from that. So what do? We get a bunch of flying monkeys. We start eating bananas. I hate bananas. I really dislike bananas. I do. They're completely off-putting. The way somebody looks when they eat one, the way it sounds, the way it smells. Like, there's guarantee, if you don't want me around, start eating a banana and I'll peace out real quick. Okay, I'm just saying to my banana eaters out there, that are trying to manipulate a situation, we're waking up to that, okay? And especially with this veil being super thin, because we're able to feel that, hey, this isn't productive, and I don't like how my behavior has manifested. Now I'm separated from the group instead of being productive with the group. So we're making changes, okay? And that's what I'm feeling. We're making changes and we're addressing our concern in new ways that are a little bit more productive, okay? And away from all these old ways, because we're trusted. We trust one another, and we trust each other with our feelings, and we trust each other to be vulnerable with one another. I can tell you how I feel and how something really makes me feel. I can actually delve into my own subconscious and maybe see that perceived threat of how maybe this makes me feel like you're taking my shine, or that I'm not as valuable. You're a lot of times, remember, in a group, and I talk about this all the time, that as you evolve, you realize that collaboration is where it's at. Yeah, you stop competing with one another and you start collaborating, because everybody has their own strengths. And we need to really find value, and we got to find that in ourselves. We got to see, and these are people that are in who I'm speaking to today, actually know their own strengths, and they see that, but maybe still feel like it's not being seen around them. So we need to get that confidence in who we are and realize I've got a lot to contribute to this group. It's not just one other person and somebody else, when it's their turn to shine, right? When it's their turn to be celebrated, right? My successes deserve, my accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. We need to let them have that time. That's their time. And your time will come back around, right? But on this wheel, we're all at different phases in the self-healing journey, okay? And every day, if you're in a group, you should remember to express that gratitude to the people around you for what they do and their part in it. But we're not always going to get validation from the world around us, right? I no longer need validation. My story is true, and I know that I have lessons to learn. Keep my eyes open each step I earn, yeah. Right? We're learning that within this group, that by being vulnerable and pulling out some of that wounding, that we can help heal one another too, and that we can actually grow stronger from it. So it's more that Phoenix energy. It's just productive. It's not detrimental and harmful to the world around us. So we're learning cooperation. We're learning how to really support one another. And I like this energy. Let's see where we're going in the future with all this, okay? I'll be right back. Dude, I love these cards. I love this future cards because it illustrates something very personal to me. Okay, so for whoever I'm talking to today, I know I can claim this. And arriving right here is something beautiful. I know that if you peer into my Akashic records, if anybody's ever done tarot on me or wanted to peer into my cards or my Akashic records, they'll see that there is a divine union ahead of me, right? And once I have this divine union and self-heal, that all the riches wait for me and that I'm going to be a fucking something fierce, right? But what people didn't understand, the one thing where people got it wrong and where I got it wrong, I was searching outside myself for somebody else. Nobody's going to save you, baby. Nobody's going to save you. Really, the person that I was searching for was me the whole time. In this lifetime, I was meant to choose self and not anybody else. No partner. There was no masculine. That masculine was me. I needed to find that masculine within myself to protect myself, set boundaries for myself, and speak up for myself and love my fucking self. All right? And you guys, I pulled the Lover's card. I'm gonna cover this up for those who are sensitive to nudity. The Lovers, okay? And the Lover's card represents that love reveals itself through my everyday actions. When you love yourself, because I am unconditional love. I am. That is my mission and purpose, the highest mission and purpose, right? Is to love your fucking self so that you can love everybody around you, even your karmics, because you can see yourself in them. And you can provide them that unconditional love because we all deserve this. Every single person incarnated on this planet deserves unconditional fucking love for the pure fact that you exist. They deserve your acceptance of who they are and where they are on this journey. And I can do that. I can see everybody and accept them for where they are. That doesn't mean I want them anywhere fucking near me. But I can see exactly the woundings that they have. It's fucking so clearly. God gave me that gift. I see the mask and where they are and where their woundings come from. And it's so obvious and in my intuition that I have nothing but love for them and where they are because they're hurt. Hurt people hurt people. All right? And that was my journey my entire life, was to arrive at that spot so that I could give this to the greater collective, an understanding of the self-healing journey and arriving into our authenticity where we boldly fucking say fuck you to the rest of the world and are who we are. Right? All right? Okay? So we've arrived at this place of self-fucking love, guys. Self-love. All right? Where all of our thoughts, see, she's thinking of love. Where all of our thoughts are pure. Where we can demask and actually master those fucking emotions and realize that they are just temporary states of being meant to guide our behavior. They're not supposed to be something that we attack out of or manipulate out of or try and become God. And that divine union, my divine partner, yeah, I was meant to have a divine partner. And that's God. All right? But in order to do that, in order to fully develop your relationship and partnership with the Most High, you have to love yourself. And you have to be pushed out from the world around you. So it was all divinely planned and all divinely guided this whole time, you guys. You had to be wounded by every single person around you to realize that the only person that's never going to abandon you is yourself and God. That's my true partner. So I have my divine union, and that's my relationship with the Most High. It's here. I have it. It's nobody outside myself. Not a single person outside myself. And if I do meet a soulmate, okay, somebody in their mission and purpose is also in this same energy that I'm in, the same energy that you're in, okay? So congratulations to whoever this is. We're in our North Node, baby. North fucking Node. All compasses point north. When you arrive in this state, the spiritual abundance, the material abundance, the love around you from your community and your people, you're recognized. You're valued for who you are. And you become a beacon of light and hope to those you can help. All right? And that's everybody. I can help everybody really safely right here with the lens. Wow. I don't know why that just happened. I'm trying to think. Okay? With this lens in between us, I don't have to be right next to you to give you messages of hope and healing. Okay? I'm going to help the entire universal collective this way to lift this consciousness to a higher vibration. I don't have to gatekeep information. I don't have to avoid anything because I can give that freely. My love, because I love all of you. How you doing? Okay? I also got The High Priestess, double fucking whammied. Double whammied. Your connection to yourself and God is very clear and very open, and this eclipse portal is going to elevate that. Yeah, it is going to elevate it because we're resolving everything right now. You're rebalancing and resetting. It's a 9-year. We love the 9s, all right? So I also pulled some clarifiers, okay, and got the foundation secure and solid. You are safe right where you are, okay? There might be little upsets in the people around you, but this is your mission and your purpose is to help resolve those in a productive way. It's your strength. It's who you are in this community. Yeah. That's your job. Own it. Okay? To expose the truth fearlessly. Sun's out on all that shit, guys. We're exposing the illusion and confusion. We're breaking through it. We're unmasking these bitches. All right? And we're not feeding fear. Don't feed the fear. Okay? All of our projected woundings, we're causing it. We're putting an end to that. But we can see it super clearly because we've experienced it. Without experience, we fail to grow. So accept all that shit from the past because it made you arrive right here. All right? Rooted and grounded firmly in your root chakra. To form positive relationships and help keep the peace. Peacemakers, true speakers, with emotional independence. This is key. This is key. You must have emotional independence. And that emotional independence is just being in control of your own emotions. And I can say they're like guideposts, guys. All right? If something comes into my auric field, some energy comes in, I can feel it right away. Because I know my resting state is love. It's one of love always. Okay? Because I have no no, I don't have a fucking mean bone in my body or a vicious bone. I can have a calculating bone sometimes if I want to, like, you know what I mean, get the best effect and like applied behavior analysis. Want to move people around in groups, especially in my job. Sometimes environmental changes need to be had, but you do it for the best of everybody. You know, you see people's strengths. And instead of weaponizing weaknesses, you start weaponizing strengths and putting people up into collaborations where they can succeed. Okay? All right? All right? It's the magician energy. We got it. You got that in the high priestess energy, a direct connection from God. You're fully in tune with your intuition, which guides you every day. Okay? It's guiding you every day and helping you ascend above, right? We had that ascension card, right? You're able to ascend above any situation and help facilitate the best outcome for everybody, regardless of ego. Okay? Even if you're at fault. Okay? And emotional independence is just like, those are your feelings. I'm sorry you feel that way. It's a you problem. I don't have to take on your problems. They're not mine. But I can help facilitate a resolve without being overburdened and solving all your fucking problems. I don't do that anymore. I used to do that. Oh, yeah. And people just counted on it. And when I didn't do it, they came and attacked me for it. But I got my own problems. I don't want yours. I can only show you the best resolve through my own self-healing by how I have ascended. Okay? So that's all I got for you guys. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to get outside and enjoy it. Remember, hey, we're all suffering this human condition together, so be kind to yourself, but be kinder to those around you. With love and light, I return all negativity to its senders.